you know, in the dating world, how do you feel when you're on a date and someone is glued to their phone? And I know that you and I mean, right, we're bloggers. We have
Yeah.
our, you know, we have our side businesses. We're super busy. So it's hard to pull yourself from your phone. But how do you feel when that person is just like, uh-huh, yep, yeah.
Oh, no, no. And it's totally unacceptable. And you know how glued I am to my phone. It's totally, yeah, I'm like the worst. But it's totally unacceptable, like, especially like when you're dating someone in the beginning. Like it's kind of like that new video that was just released, Millennials in the Workplace, and how he talked about how even a phone on the desk like sends a subconscious message to the other person that you just don't care that much about them, that they're just not as important to you.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing when you put your phone on the table. Like when you're sitting with me and you're about to have dinner and I see your phone on the table, you're sending me a subconscious message that that I'm not quite as important as whatever may come up on your phone. And it's one thing if you have something, an emergency that may be coming up today, and you're like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm waiting for an important call from work today that may interrupt our business, our dinner. That's cool. That's super cool. Like, work is work. But if it's nighttime and you don't have that urgent call that's coming through, I think it's okay to disconnect for an hour, to put your phone. I put my phone in my bag. I don't even put it on the table anymore.
In the purse, and it's not coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not even coming out. Like it'll come out to check the time, or if we're talking about something.
Or they go to the bathroom and I want to text you, like, oh my
God. Or date socks, come save me. Like either one, but like I think that the conversation should be so intriguing, that you should be so fascinated by the person you're meeting, whether you like them or not. Like you're meeting someone new. Like there's enough things to discover about the person across from you that you don't need to be looking at your phone the whole time. And that's so disrespectful, right? It's just, don't you feel like shit, like this person is like, they're just looking at their phone, like they don't care about my time and the fact that I took my time to come out here.
It's so disrespectful. But again,
it
it's the sad truth of our generation, right? That we are just so in tune with technology. And it even sad, like, even like past the beginning stages of a relationship, when you're with someone, right? And it's like the first thing you both do when you wake up in bed is like check your phones and scroll. Like, that makes me sad, actually.
So sad. It's so sad. I used to date a guy like that, who, when like we were really serious and we used to, in the morning, he would wake up and the first thing he would do, Kayla, is check his emails. And I would be laying him next to him. And I'm like, I'm just like, whatever, waking up. And I look over and the first thing I see is a blue screen.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's a little like, it doesn't feel good, because you're just like, man, you're in bed with me. Instead of taking the first few minutes to cuddle or to say good morning or just to talk, you're taking the first few minutes of your day to check your email, which is, it's okay if you're at work, not when you're waking up next to someone in bed. Like, right? Like, you don't want to see that. You don't want someone to be scrolling through their Instagram, through their Facebook, the first thing you wake up and you look up and you're like, that's what you chose to do.
It means, exactly, we're prioritizing these relationships through a screen before we're prioritizing the relationships that are right in front of us, whether you're at dinner or you're right next to someone in bed or what have you. Like, there are real connections in front of you that you're not even paying attention to because we're glued to our screens. It's sad.
Because we're addicted. We're an addicted generation to our phones, and I think the more that we explore this this topic, and the more that you and I talk about it, the more I realize how important it is to like break free from that addiction for ourselves. For me, I'm working on that every single day, is of breaking free from the addiction, to use my phone as a tool to really get better and to work on what we're doing in our business and blog, rather than letting the phone attract me. Yeah, like letting the phone pull me, like make it like I want to be in control of the phone. Like it doesn't control me, right? Like, and I agree, and I think that's a great point of waking up in bed and having someone who chooses to intentionally like not let the phone feed their mind, because I think that speaks volumes of who they are and the kind of person they are. If you let yourself digest first thing in the morning whatever is on your phone, you're being a reactive person rather than a proactive person, and choosing to feed your mind with maybe a good conversation, maybe with a meditation session, maybe with just a few minutes of breath, like like that's like a big difference to your day. We're millennials, but I think that we can break through the stigma of saying like millennials are addicted to phones. We're not that generation. We're not the generation that's going to get depressed because we don't have enough likes on our Instagram pictures. We're not, like, I want us to like break that stereotype. I want us to say we control like how we use social media and technology.
dating or not, right? Or whether you're going to end up, you know, falling in love with someone, like these are connections with people. So why are we so easily just like pushing them aside? Like these are the moments that, you know, you can meet someone that can change your life and it doesn't have to be the person that you're supposed to be with, right?
Yeah.
So having a conversation, you know, someone can give you an idea that could be your next business idea. You just don't even know. So we need to be prioritizing real, authentic human interactions because we don't get it enough. So when we do, we should really, you know, appreciate those moments.
Here's my thought. Every person I meet for a reason.
Oh, for sure. I agree with that 1000%. Mm-hmm.
So any person, the moment that they step in front of me, I subconsciously remind myself that, like, I don't know who you are, but somehow, for some reason, I'm meeting you. So I take all of my energy and force, and I think to myself, what is the reason I'm meeting you? And the only way that I can discover that is by being in the present now. Is by focusing on whatever conversation we're having, whatever interaction we're having, whether it's good, uncomfortable, bad, doesn't matter. There's something that I'm going to get from this person. They're not just walking, like, what are the chances that out of the billions of people in the world, this person is right in front of me, right? Like, it's right in front of me. There's something to learn from the people in front of you. And you're going to miss that lesson, and it's going to only repeat itself until you fucking learn it, until you're like, you just surrender, and you're like, yo, like, I keep meeting the same type of people over and over again, emotionally unavailable or this or that, and I'm not getting the lesson because I'm not looking.
Why don't we maybe wrap it up, right? I think maybe we can start something with these fireside chats where each of us can kind of go through like our main takeaways that we got from this discussion. You know I learned a lot from you, and hopefully you did the same.
I did. Yeah.
Viewers learned something too. So maybe we can kick it off with that. Do you want me to go?
Yeah. No, I want to hear you first. What's recap? What's your 2 minutes? Like, if you had to recap what you think we just got from this conversation, and we could share with everyone else.
So it's going to be a little, I guess, figurative than I thought it would be. But I think the point of all of this is that we should be able to question the status quo, right? And as we were talking about before, just because we are the millennial generation and we have social media right at our fingertips and technology and what have you, we should be able to kind of look at these moments and look at these patterns happening in our life and say, okay, is this the life that I want? Is this how I want something to affect me? And if it's not, you should be able to say, you know what, I can change that. So yes, like, for me, I want to use technology and social media as a tool. I don't want to let it rule me. I don't want it to govern my emotions and feelings when it comes to dating. So just being able to think about these things and just, again, asking yourself, do you accept this norm? If you don't, change it. You hold the power. It's not society. It's not everyone around you. Just make a choice and, you know, start changing little things that, you know, align better with your views. So,
I love that. And I'm gonna, like, you know, play off of what you're saying, and it goes back to saying, like, you're the director of your own life. You choose how you interact. You choose whether or not you reach out to someone and call them, and if you meet with them, if that's what you want to do. You're the director, but you also have to hold yourself accountable for the decisions that you make. So if you choose not to interact or not to engage, that is your responsibility, and you kind of have to take responsibility for that on your own. You can't push that off to someone else, or, nope, they didn't reach out to me, so that's their fault. No, it's also your fault. You have to be responsible for your own choices, good or bad. And it's also just another thing. It's just a matter of perspective. You know, technology and how people reach out, and whether one person is doing this or that for one reason. It's important to keep an eye on perspective, like you mentioned. I think that's what I got from you the most, is, you know, thinking about it from the other perspective. Is maybe they were really just on, you know, Facebook and just wanted to say hi to you because they were there. So it's not letting yourself get so hung up on the expectations of how you think communication should be, but it's also a matter of saying, my standard is this. Maybe I can show them that this is how I would like them to communicate with me. Being that director and letting yourself choose how you want people to treat you and communicate with you. And then also being open-minded enough to have the perspective of understanding where they're coming from and why they're coming from that way.
The hard part.
The hard part. Perspective is so hard. You know, I struggle with it. And, you know, we all struggle with that.
We all need to learn. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, no, it's good. And I'm so excited. So we've done something kind of cool, guys, where if you got to this point, you're obviously a superstar watcher. So we love you very much. But we always have dating questions, and we always share our stories with each other and with our friends. And so we're going to start to create a close-knit community where we actually open this up to you. So if you're a millennial, you are actually able to come and join our group on Facebook, where we're going to share stories, dating stories. We'll create more personalized private videos there. But we actually want to create this because I know we always have dating questions. Like, what do I text him? What do I text her? What does this text mean? Or what does she mean when she said this? So we want to create a closed community where we can kind of confide in each other and talk about those little knickknacks about dating in the world of dating. Kayla, tell us how to find.
Yeah, so it's called Millennials Dating Society. And as Melissa said, this is a closed group specifically for millennials. Sorry, everyone else. But again, we have different societal norms that have been kind of formed around us. So it makes sense that this group is basically for us, by us. So again, like if you've enjoyed this video, this is only a small snippet of what you're going to find on this page. It's going to be amazing. And again, just being able to have a community of where we can all come together and ask these questions that maybe you can't ask your friends, or maybe, again, getting the guy's perspective or the girl's perspective. It's going to be a game changer. I'm really excited to see how it comes along. And this is only the beginning.
Me too. So make sure to add yourself to the group, add your friends that are millennials into the group, and let's get this group growing. I'm really, really excited to really see what we can share with each other and how we can all grow from this. And it'll be cool because you'll have us at your beck and call. Like, we can like work together through all this dating challenges in the millennial generation.
Oh, exactly. Why do it alone? Like, we're going through the same thing. So
yeah, no, exactly. I totally agree, Kay. I mean, we have each other, but then now we can grow this community and have like 100 times more opinions, which will be cool because we'll get 100 times more perspectives.
Exactly.
Let's say perspective, because opinion might not be the best thing, but perspective might be better. So that'll be really fun for that. Yeah.
Wow, I can't wait.
All right. Till next time.
Stay tuned.
Woo woo! All right, guys.
Oh, wait! Before we go, I just want to cheers one last time.
Oh yay! Wine cheers! Yeah, because it's not a dating relationship talk without wine. Because like who can do that?
Yum.
Yum. Awesome. All right, I'll talk to you later, Kay.
Bye.
Until the next chat.
See you later.
Ciao.
We hope you enjoyed the first Fireside Chat installment. Subscribe to our page to get first dibs on new videos. In the meantime, check out Millennials Dating Society on Facebook for exclusive content. Thanks for watching.